Hey guys, remember to like the video and hit subscribe.
But before we get into that, let's see how he feels about Jewish people. Here are some choice quotes from Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Shaul Shai, Hassan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, "What do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are."
I don't have an issue with them.
If we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we would not find anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't have an issue with them.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them worldwide. The history of Jews has proven that, regardless of the Zionist proposal, they are a people who are evil in their ideas. The state of the grandsons of apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew, the murderers of the prophet. The Jews invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an issue with them.
I can't believe.
Wait, we have a live, or we have a Denim's reaction?
I think the difference between you and Hassan, not Nasrallah, the difference between Ethan, the difference between you and Hassan Piker, he never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
Wait, why would she even say that? You know that Hassan dick sucks all these dudes, right? Why would she even say this? Does she not watch any of his content at all? She's also a dipshit, so I mean, she might just have no idea, I guess. Actually, I don't even know if she knows who Nasrallah is. She probably doesn't, actually.
You explicitly said Gallant was a good guy.
He said that Gallant was, he was fired for trying to be a good guy. That's such a horrible misquote. God, she's so disgusting, but every Hassan orbiter is. Oh my God, it's like a trash planet orbited by trash cans of disgusting content. I think that the story that was reported at the time was that Gallant was kicked out of being the Israeli defense minister because he wanted to because he was opposed to, I think, a siege in the east of the Gaza Strip. I think that was what was being reported at the time. And then Ethan said something like, "Oh, it's sad that he got kicked out," when he was like the good guy in that situation. Something like that. That was the gist of what he said in relation to that. Not that like, oh, Yoav Gallant is a really good guy. It's such a bullshit. That's such a bullshit misquote. But
you explicitly said Gallant was a good guy.
Invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an issue with them.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. Listen. You have to remember.
How does she not get the talking points either? God, the right is so much better at this. These guys have their talking points like all copy pasted and then disseminated to everybody. How is she so?
You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes.
Okay.
You know
I believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. Listen. You have to remember. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fits. And you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million. Knowledge. Okay?
Knowledge. My books.
Like it's not even, no, it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the are you guys talking about?
The more you learn,
this is why it's Orientalist to literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he
wait, hold on, wait, hold on. Did you get the implication there? Hold on, you think these guys are barbarians and baboons? Excuse me, what? You think he was educated in a brown country? These guys went to the UK. They went to real schools with white people like me, like us. These guys aren't baboons. These guys are smart. They went to our white schools. That was an insane. Was that clipped or like was this cut up at all? That was such an insane statement to make.
Or you learn.
This is why it's Orientalist to literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy.
Because they were sorry, I missed the first part.
Like it's not no, it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the are you guys talking about?
The more you learn.
This is why it's Orientalist to literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy.
What an insane implication there.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
They have books like outside of Western universities, by the way. Like plenty. I saw like 4 books when I was in Israel, okay? Even in the Palestinian homes, these guys could read. It was crazy. I thought only white people could read, but I've seen people of all sorts of different colors read all over the world.
And also, ultimately, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done. You might not agree with his methods. You might not agree with his attitude overall in terms of like, his
being a
social,
terrorist?
his opinions on civil liberties and shit like that. But ultimately, this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
Knowledge.
I feel I've shown you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah is an evil organization, but have you considered this?
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay? That's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're Muslim. So, of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
If you're wondering why Hassan's audience is so radicalized, it's because of stuff like this.
Israel, America's greatest ally, the most important country in the world, the most moral nation, the most moral democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut.
What did Lebanon do?
They just kind of were there. They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's critical
Like-
of Israel, this retelling is insane.
That's
They just
crazy.
kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after the October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000 rockets, killed nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis from northern Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did Lebanon do?
Nothing. In actuality, Hassan is actually being a sensitive goat here for once in his life. Hassan is saying Lebanon didn't actually do anything. It was the terrorists that are occupying the southern part of that country, Hezbollah, that I wouldn't consider Lebanon. That's what Hassan meant. He was actually being a goat there. He just, Ethan clip-chimped him here, and he didn't include that part where Hassan later explains it. He doesn't consider Hezbollah to be part of Lebanon proper. Good for you, Hassan.
Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I tell him the real reason? No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this.
Nothing.
They just kind of were there. Hell yeah, another slick political saved by boots on the ground, Hassan Piker. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro-Palestine activist, how does lying about this serve your agenda? All it does is further radicalize people. It removes any nuance, and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what continues to drive this conflict on forever. Hassan is dedicated to pleasing his radical audience, even at the price of knowingly lying to them.
And I keep saying this and it's wrong. Bring back TTS? Maybe. I keep saying this and it's wrong, and I'm trying to reform this. And Ethan just said it and it's wrong. Because I said this a lot. I could be a better pro-Palestinian advocate. Like, I could give it a better argument for why Hezbollah wants to attack Israel. But then I realized, like, why do I need to? These people all believe this shit anyway. Like, if I were to give a better argument, it would probably just be more convoluted. Just like lie. Because the people want to hear the story and the narrative. So why even go through the effort of making a stronger argument? They don't care. They don't need one.
TikTok and Twitter likes.
I'm a propagandist.
Or he's being paid, which, you know, we can't rule out. What a pathetic propagandist piece of liar he is. And now, let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing.
What does Hassan actually want when it comes to policies in the aim of ending the conflict, or does Hassan simply not care? Hassan is just the product of capitalism. And one thing capitalism and liberalism in general does well is it assimilates a lot of different types of ideas, cultures, marketplaces, and people. And sometimes what capitalism assimilates best is the criticisms of capitalism. And that's what Hassan is. Hassan is an assimilated part of the criticism of the West, who is part of the West. That's why he lives in the West. He lives like a Westerner. He lives like a hyper-capitalist, a hyper-consumerist. He has $1,500 shirts, flies in private jets, goes to super parties, has the $20,000 designer dog, while being like the anti-West person and thriving in the West, right? It's part of what capitalism arguably does well, you know?
They're the ones that committed this horrible act of terrorism, one of the worst the world has ever seen, on October 7th. They are without a doubt the most extreme of all of these terrorist organizations. They are Islamic jihadists that want to convert all of Israel into an Islamic state under Sharia law. That's their stated goal. Hamas has been on the designated terrorist group pretty much as long as there's been a group. These guys have been suicide bombing civilians before ISIS leaders were even born. They fired 50,000 rockets into civilian populations and performed over 100 suicide bombings, killing thousands of civilians. Women are restricted from participating in the workplace and public life. Homosexuality is outlawed, and in some cases, of course, punishable by death. They steal foreign aid from the people of Gaza and repurpose it for military use, or they just sell it back to them. For example, why are all the Hamas leaders billionaires? And let's be real, these guys clearly are not skipping any meals. While the people of Gaza languish in poverty, these fine gentlemen are living in multi-million-dollar penthouses in Qatar.
Not anymore.
That lines up with leftist values, or, well, they were billionaires.
True.
Because they're all dead. They're all dead. Hamas is a bunch of psychopathic terrorists of the worst order. And nobody would be crazy enough to defend them. No, is this Islam again? Hassan defended Hamas? Seriously? Okay. We had to make last-minute changes to this part to prevent it from being age-restricted on YouTube. I cut out the footage from Hamas, and I will attempt to narrate it for you as best I can. In this scene, an older woman is walking hand in hand with a girl who looks about 12. And as they're getting in the back of the van, one of the terrorists gives them a wave goodbye and says goodbye to them in English.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
And the two of them smiling wave back.
That's crazy, dog. Dude. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That actually, okay, that's too much.
Wait, I don't know if I've watched this before. Is Hassan about to say they were being so nice and kind to them that they would even let them say goodbye and like wave and they know they're coming back and they're going to take care of them? And
that's too much. That's more than I expect. Bro, every time they release
more than I expect as they invade, kill over 1,000 people and start taking hostage.
That's too much. That's more than I expect. Bro, every time they're releasing hostages, the next wave they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
These hostages are being released at gunpoint by the people who likely murdered their family in front of them before kidnapping them. Hassan peddling this narrative that they're sad to leave their captors is beyond disgusting.
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good.
It's plainly obvious these are traumatized victims who are scared for their life and doing what the terrorists are telling them to do in order to avoid any conflict on the way out. Oh, look at the sweet masked terrorist with his AK-47. He's so nice. Did you guys see how he waves goodbye?
Dude, okay, I'm going to be honest. This is some crazy PR. They look traumatized as Wait, what? Bro, they look like they're chilling.
This girl who had her foot blasted off on October 7th and then operated on without anesthesia or painkillers is so sorry to say goodbye to her captors. She's going to miss their hospitality, like being raped and being watched showering and changing.
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
It's so obvious the terrorists are telling them what to do. Ethan, how can you say that? They look so happy. Keep waving. These morons forgot to cut out this part. Yes, that's a terrorist giving them an order to keep waving. And she does. See how fast she reacts? Totally not a fearful victim of terroristic kidnapping. Anyone peddling this nonsense should be embarrassed and ashamed. How pathetic can you get?
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Bro, they look like they're chilling.
All right, the Houthis is one thing, but he's not going to turn on Hamas propaganda videos and watch it on stream. There's no way.
God damn it, dude.
Okay, it's getting hard to defend him. Freedom fighters, musical.
Here is a video that came out of how Hamas produces their own motherfucking sniper
how
rifle.
can you believe
He can
this?
hardly contain his admiration.
Like I'm surprised they didn't have a video of them. This is them running their own nuclear reactor to provide power for the homeless people in Gaza. Like, bro.
For them.
Produces their own motherfucking sniper rifle.
Let's see how long he can go without offering any commentary or analysis on this Hamas hype video.
Is that COD?
Oh, I wonder if Ethan knows why he said that. Because Hassan was commenting on something once. Oh, and it was Arma 3 footage, wasn't it? I wonder if Hassan jokes about that now. That's why he says that. Wait, hold on. We got a XQC. intermission.
People said react this, react that. We don't hate react, it's lazy. I actually admitted watching it. I admitted watching it. People think reacting on stream? No, watching it. I'm not reacting to this. I'm watching this. What about it?
He's taking his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist such as Hassan. Quiet, everybody. He's about to speak.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's my man! It's my blueprint! Eat it.
3 breaking news report was sponsored by Applebee's. Oh, this one's insane. I don't know if this is legit or not. Rip. Oof, they lit that thing up. Oh, look at the traces.
Much love, h3h3's.
This one is literally Arma 3.
Holy shit. Wait, is this what XQC does on stream? Wait, whose stream am I looking at up here? Who's got the 50 million TikToks open? God damn, he does more research than Hassan does.
It's fake. It's Arma. Oh, god damn it! I hate it!
The JDAM one is still better. Ethan must include the JDAM in here, right? How are we still 35 minutes left? What the f?
1 minute, 36 seconds. Nice. He's taken his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist such as Hassan. Quiet, everybody. He's about to speak. He's gonna talk.
That's crazy.
He's done it again. We love you.
We will continue killing your soldiers by our locally manufactured snipers. Wow, there's a little message for the Americans out there as well. They're saying like artisanal snipers.